Welcome to Lesson 3 in Unit 8, Putting on a Show with Light and Sound. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, how can we use sound to communicate feelings? In this lesson, students will investigate how combinations of sounds elicit certain emotions. They will use instruments from the previous lessons to create short songs they will play for each other. Students figure out that different combinations of sounds, like pitches, volumes, and rhythms, communicate different feelings. Students make connections to the storyline by investigating how songs can be used to create music for a puppet show that will cause the audience to feel certain emotions. There are several opportunities for ELA cross-curricular connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 8 Teacher Guide. This lesson will take approximately 3 to 4 days to complete. To begin the Lesson 3 Engage, you'll review how students have learned that sound is made from vibrations and that they can change the pitch and volume of sound. You'll play the students 2 different instrumentals. After listening to each one, you'll ask students how the sound makes them feel. You'll ask students why the songs make them feel different and what is different about the 2 songs. You'll then revisit the driving question board and add any new questions and highlight others connected to the learning goals of this lesson by calling attention to questions about how instruments can use patterns of sound or rhythm to communicate feelings. For the Explore portion, you'll do the Rhythm and Feelings investigation. You'll place students in pairs. You'll hand out a kazoo or palm pipe to each student. You'll then tell students that they're going to be musicians and post and discuss the musician vocabulary card. Students will use the instruments to create a short song that will cause their classmates to feel certain emotions. They will then form a group with another pair of students and play their song to see if they can feel the emotion they were targeting. You'll then discuss. Students will use the Rhythm and Feelings investigation student journal page to record how the other students' songs made them feel. For the Explore portion, you'll bring the class together and lead a discussion about students' observations from their Rhythm and Feelings investigations. You'll use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, how can we use sound to communicate feelings? The goal of this class discussion is to produce evidence to answer the question. You'll use the discussion to create the Lesson 3 summary chart. By the end of the discussion, students should understand that they can use rhythms, pitches, and volume to make their puppet show audience feel certain emotions. During the discussion, you can post the Rhythm vocabulary card. You'll also play a video with additional sounds and ask students what they feel and why. For the Elaborate portion, you'll ask students what might be some feelings they want to communicate to people during a puppet show. You'll replay the 3 Little Pigs and ask how the music supported the puppet show and the emotions they felt. You'll also ask how student instruments will produce music that elicits different feelings. This will complete the summary chart discussion. For the Evaluate portion, you'll support student sense-making across the unit by orienting them back to the driving question board. You'll ask students, what did we learn about how we can use sound to communicate feelings? And what new questions do we have? By the end of this lesson, students will have planned an investigation to produce evidence that different combinations of sounds cause people to feel different emotions. In Lesson 4, students will figure out how we use sound to communicate with people who are far away. For the Optional Extend, you can watch the Blue Man Group video to discuss differences in sounds created by the drums as well as the rhythm of the performance. For more information about this unit, visit mySciPartners.com.